business owner in the near Old North End. So I thought comical they define themselves by how close they are to the North End. I'm here to talk about restriping and the traffic lanes. And I'm addressing my comments primarily to the mayor, because I understand he's controlling it, but also to the city council. City traffic engineer Kathleen Krager has tried to push this several years running and met with strong citizen opposition. This last round, she didn't bother to get their input or the planning commission, much less the city council meetings. And I think the reason is quite clear, because for the last 11 years, when it's been put to the citizens, has been a resounding negative response to this, as there is now. Some people do like bike lanes. I think we can all agree with that. I ride my bike. I drive into town every day. But more people are opposed to the way it's being done, especially on thoroughfare streets into downtown. And that's witnessed by the hundreds, 650 signatures that were presented to the City Planning Commission last time it was put to a vote. And I found it was almost humorous, the comments made earlier about the Old North End board approving it. When that statement was made at the City Planning Commission back then, it was pretty much booed out of the room by all the North End citizens who were there who opposed it. It's a board, it's not the North End. And even the Gazette, I just ran an editorial on it this last week, had 1,000 people say they hated it, over 50% increase over those. It's not scientific, but it's an indication. During the injunction hearing that citizens brought against this, trying to stop it, Mayor Suthers says, if we do striping, and there's a lot of opposition, that's pretty easy to correct. So my question is, how is Mayor Suthers measuring opposition, and how much of it you're going to need to correct this problem? Anytime this is put before the citizens, they said no. The City Council voted against it in 2008. Like I said, the Planning Commission voted against it in 2016. This wasn't given much. I mean, you mentioned a couple of meetings, but Tuesday night with a little warning, you weren't given a lot. It doesn't make it, it's a moot point, because there'll be plenty, there is plenty, and there'll be more opposition to this. So I'm just trying to understand what metric you're using, and at what point are you going to reverse this? Or is this just your guys' idea, not yours, but the mayor's idea, this is the best for everybody irrespective of what the government think about it? So I would be interested in any feedback from the mayor on how long. I totally agree. If it's going to work, it'll take time, but if it doesn't work over time, then we should reverse it. And I want to know what the metric is that we're measuring by. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. All right, come on up.